Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we got in our new Stratomatic 2019 cards along with the Negro League Gem set and the 70s B Gem set. And we're going to start some barnstorming with the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords led by Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige will get the start in all of our barnstorming games. And he was 16-3 with a 2.92 earned run average for the Crawfords in 1936. We start off with the Baltimore Orioles. Why, you say? Well, because they were on top. And the Orioles finished dead last in the American League East, 54 wins and 108 losses. The Crawfords in 1936 in the Negro League finished 85-59. So let's go to the starting lineups. On the mound for the Baltimore Orioles, their best pitcher, John Means. I had to double check the name. 12 wins, 11 losses with a 3.60 earned run average. Point of weakness comes in the fifth. Modern day baseball. It sucks when it comes to pitching. Satchel Paige, well, his point of weakness doesn't start till the eighth. Alrighty, for the visiting team, and they'll always be the visiting team, the Pittsburgh Crawfords of 1936 via the Strat-O-Matic Card&Dice time machine. Jimmy Crutchfield will lead things off. He's in right field, 301 batting average, 3 homers, 61 ribbies. He'll be followed by Sam Bankhead in left field. Bankhead batted .299 with 61 ribbies, no homers. Batting third at first base, Oscar Charleston. .342, 14 bye-bye birdies, and 54 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, the legend, Josh Gibson. He'll be doing the catching, .350, 42 home runs, 126 runners knocked in. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, as we are playing in the American League ballpark, Johnny Washington, .348, 5 homers, 50 ribbies. Behind Washington, batting sixth, Cool Papa Bell, .270, 1 homer, 44 ribbies, and he's in center field. Batting seventh at shortstop, Chess Williams, .248, 42 ribbies, no homers. Batting eighth at second base, Dick Say, .221, 1 homer, 40 ribbies, very good glove man. And batting ninth, Judy Johnson mans the hot corner for the Crawfords. He only batted .206 with 40 RBIs and no home runs. Again, very good with the glove. Randy Luxembourg gives his prediction. Pittsburgh Crawfords 12, the Baltimore Orioles 1. This is a mismatch for the ages. Well, they were on top, so they'll take the punishment to start off the game. Now for the hometown Baltimore Orioles of 2019. Jonathan Viller will lead things off, and he'll play short. .274, 24 homers, 73 ribbies. They have some good bats on this team. I actually have to switch the Crawfords. We'll switch that in a second. Batting second, playing second base, Hanser Alberto, .305, 12 homers, 51 ribbies. Batting third in right field, Trey Mancini, .291, 35 homers, 97 runners knocked in. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Renato Nunez, .244, 31 bippity-boppity booms, and 90 runners knocked in. Batting fifth in left field, Anthony Santander, .261, 20 homers, knocking in 59 runners. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Pedro Severino, .249, 13 homers, 44 ribbies. Batting seventh, at third base, Rio Ruiz, .232, 12 home runs, 46 RBI. Batting eighth, in center field, Steve Wilkerson, .225, 10 home runs, 35 ribbies. And batting ninth, yes, he's in the lineup. We had to put him in the lineup. Chris Davis, 179, 12 homers, and 36 runners knocked in. My God, are there a lot of strikeouts on his card. All right, so let's get this all situated as John Means is out on the mound doing his warm-up tosses. And let's get these cards in the right order. Sergio Diaz is at the ballpark. Nice to see you. All right, we got the Baltimore Orioles cards in order. And now let's get the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords. I took the 36 team because of the good year Josh Gibson had. And Satchel Paige, even though he won 20 games on the other team he's on in the Negro League, the ERA is much better. All right, so we're ready to rock and roll with Stratomatic Baseball Card and Dice on this Saturday evening. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream, join the chat, talk a little baseball, and enjoy my call of the game. Here's John Means on the mound. He's a left-handed thrower. He's going to face the lefty Jimmy Crutchfield. Here's the pitch to Crutchfield from Means. Ball game on its way. 2-8. 2-8. Lefty, 2-8. And that's a 15. Line shot to second. Out number one. Making the catch was Alberto. So Crutchfield hits it on the screws, but he lines out to Alberto. One down for the Crawfords. Good start for John Means. He seems very confident in the press conference. He feels he can handle this team. Now I'll bring up Sam Bankhead, the left fielder. He's a right-handed batter. Means rocks and delivers to Bankhead. 1-11, the left-handed pitcher. 1-11, jammed and popped up, shortstop. Viller will wait and make the catch. And that's 2 down. So far, so good for John Means. He has printed up shirts for this barnstorming game. Any means necessary. And that will bring up the third place hitter, Oscar Charleston, the first baseman for the Crawfords. He's a lefty. Lefty-lefty matchup. The windup and the pitch to Charleston. He hopes to do the Charleston around the bases. A 1-8 lefty-lefty. 1-8 fly ball to center. That's going to end the inning. Making the catch is Wilkerson. And 1, 2, 3 go the Crawfords. And John Means' T-shirt holds true, at least for inning number 1, by any means necessary. Bottom of the first, due up for the Orioles, Viller, Alberto, and Trey Mancini. Here's Jonathan Viller, and he will face the great one, Satchel Paige. Paige is a right-handed thrower. Viller is a switch hitter, batting lefty. A threat to steal if he gets on. He's a double-A stealer. Paige is ready. The big windup, the leg kick, and the pitch by Satchel Paige. 4-7. 4-7. Single! So Viller singles off the Paige card on the 4-7. Double-A stealer. Josh Gibson only has a -1 arm. Satchel Paige has a -2, so that's a -3 altogether. -3. And that's 1 through 14. He's off and running. There goes Viller. Here's the throw. And he is gunned out by Josh Gibson. That is a 17. Gibson points to the bench and says, "Go sit down." Unbelievable. He is out. 2-6. Caught stealing. So quickly erased from the base paths is Jonathan Viller. And that will bring up Hanson Alberto. The pitch to Alberto from Paige. 5-3, what will it be? We shall see. Righty-righty matchup. 5-3, ground ball back to Paige. Paige is a 3 defender. And we rolled a 13. So a 3 and a 13 goes to an error check. He is an 18 on the error. We roll the 2 red die. That's an 8. And Satchel Paige snares the hard hit ball. Throws to first. 2 away. So Satchel Paige showing his proficiency with the glove there. 2 down. Paige looking for a 1-2-3 inning, but he must face the best player on the Orioles, Trey Mancini, right-handed power stick. Satchel Paige with the high leg kick and the pitch to Trey Mancini. 6, 7, righty-righty matchup. 6, 7, swing and a miss! And the side is retired. Paige gets him on the breaking pitch. We're through 1, no score here in Baltimore between the 1936 Crawfords and the 2019 Orioles. So John Means goes back up to the bump for the O's to face the 36 Pittsburgh Crawfords. It will be Josh Gibson, followed by Washington and Cool Papa Bell. Here comes Josh Gibson. Here's the pitch from Means to Gibson. 4-9, right-handed batter. 4-9, swing and a miss! It was a big, mighty swing by Gibson. He goes down to one knee as Means challenge him with the fastball, and he points to Josh Gibson and says the bench is over there. 1 away. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Remember, when Gibson threw out Viller, he pointed to the Orioles bench. Larry Harris at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Here's Johnny Washington, lefty-lefty matchup. He's the DH. The pitch to Washington. Means fires in as the cards go askew. A 6-6. Pick up some sticks. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. Strike 3. Paints the outside corner with a fastball. Means looking to strike out the side. He's up for this game. Kurt Berglund is at the ballpark. Our wonderful friend who's helping create teams in Pine Tar Baseball. I am loving Pine Tar Baseball. We featured it on the channel. I do enjoy the game and look forward to his great team set. And Kurt has inspired me to, I might play a basic tournament in Strat because I have a bunch of basic teams that I bought way back when I first got back into Strat a few years ago. And we have the 64 Phillies there. So we'll see if we do that online or offline. Here comes Cool Papa Bell with 2 outs and no one on. Switch hitter batting righty. Means picks up the sign. And now he rocks and deals to Cool Papa Bell. 4-7. Right-handed batter. 4-7 and a 9. That is a shot to center field. Racing back. Making the leap and the catch. For out number 3 is Wilkerson. Could have been a double on the split, but the 4-7, 1 or 2 is a double. We rolled a 9. It's a great catch by Wilkerson. In center, 1, 2, 3, go the Crawfords once again. John Means' prediction is coming to fruition so far. And his shirt is selling like hotcakes in the stands by any means necessary. Due up in the bottom of the second for the Orioles, Nunez, Santander, and Severino, the catcher. Severino and Means have been on the same page. Don Cummings, how are you doing? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining us at the ballpark. Here is Renato Nunez. That's all, folks. Renato Nunez. He's the designated hitter. He's got some pop in that bat. Satchel Paige with the windmill windup and the pitch to Nunez. 2-7, righty matchup. 2-7, swing and a miss. Got him with the curveball. Gibson applies the tag, as it must have hit the dirt. And that's Paige's second strikeout. Striding to the plate, switch hitter Anthony Santander. He'll be batting lefty. The pitch to the left fielder. Paige tosses up a 6-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 6-3. 6-3 fly ball out to left field. Defense check. The left fielder for the Crawfords is Bankhead. He is a 2. That is a 2 and an 11. And a 2 and an 11 will go to an error check. Bankhead is an E7. That's a 9. He should make the play. E7 on a 9, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So Santander flies out to his counterpart, Bankhead, in left. 2 down, base is empty. For the catcher, Pedro Severino. Vote for Pedro. Satchel Paige doesn't wait. He deals quickly to Severino. 5-6, pick up some sticks. Righty-righty matchup. 5-6, strike 3! Chases the high cheese. Satchel Paige has now struck out 3. We're through 2. We're scoreless here in Baltimore. Welcome to the Time Machine. Brought to you by Stratomatic, Card&Dice. As the 36 Crawfords go barnstorming to the 2019 Orioles. Due up for the Crawfords, Williams, Say, and Judy Johnson. This is the weakest part of the Crawford order. They are the weakest links. Tabletop Sports Delaware is at the ballpark. How the heck are you, my friend? He's got a Star Wars card and dice game up, board game. I'm going to have to check that out. Please, if you have not checked it out, please do so. And subscribe to all the wonderful channels in the chat, such as Kurt Berglund, Tabletop Sports Delaware, Philip Reynolds, and many fine luminaries in our chat. All right, due up for the Crawfords. Here comes Chess Williams, a shortstop. John Means throwing 2 innings of no-hit ball, striking out 2. He deals to Chess Williams. 1-5. Left-handed pitcher. 1-5. Ground ball back to Means. He has it. Tosses to first. 1 down. As Means tosses to Davis. Might be the only time Davis makes contact with the ball. At least not with his bat. You never know. Second baseman Dick Say. Let's see what he has to say for it. The windup and the pitch to Say. Means tosses up a 2-8. Left-handed pitcher, 2-8. Ball 4. So the weak-hitting Say works a walk. First man to reach for the Crawfords. Unfortunately, he's an E-stealer. He will not be held on. And we're going to play hit and run with Judy Johnson. And since they're not holding the runner on, he stays a C. Do we want to play hit and run with Judy Johnson? Nah, we're going to let him swing away. Actually, if he was holding on, then we would have played hit and run. But they're not going to hold on an E-stealer. The pitch to Judy Johnson. Means looking for a double play ball that will end the inning. Fires in a 2-5. Left-handed pitcher, 2-5. Johnson makes contact, sends it out to left. Camping and waiting to make the catch is Santander. 2 down, retreating back to first is Say. So 2 outs. Say will be off on contact. They'll hold him close now, so it'll only be a +1, 1 through 13. Top of the order, Jimmy Crutchfield. Crutchfield lined out to second base. Means doesn't even look to first. He picks up the sign from the catcher, Severino. Now the pitch to Crutchfield. 4-2, how do you do? Left-handed batter, lefty-lefty matchup. 4-2, line shot! A leaping catch by Viller at short, and the side is retired. My God, Jimmy Crutchfield hit the ball in the screws 2 times with nothing to show for it. The Orioles and Means still throwing shutout no-hit baseball. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. And those T-shirts, any John Means necessary, are selling like hotcakes in the stands. That'll bring up the great one, Satchel Paige, back up on the mound for the 36 Crawfords. Take care, our good friend Chris from Tabletop Delaware. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. So here's Rio Ruiz. He's a left-handed batter. The pitch to the Oriole third baseman. Paige tosses up a 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Left-handed batter. 5-6. Ball 4. So that's a walk. Second base runner for the Orioles. The first one was Viller. He singled and then was promptly thrown out by Gibson on a steal attempt. Ruiz will not be stealing as he runs in mud. So Ruiz is at first. And the switch hitter, center fielder, who made a fabulous catch, robbing Cool Papa Bell of extra bases, comes to the plate. He'll bat lefty. He's a C bunter, but he's going to swing away here. The pitch to Steven Wilkerson. Paige fires in a 4-6. Pick up some sticks. Lefty. 4-6. Single to center. Station to station. Go the Orioles as Ruiz stops at second. And the O's have something going here. And here comes Chris Davis. Davis has a lot of strikeouts and a few home runs. First and second, no outs. Davis is a lefty. Satchel Paige picks up the sign from Josh Gibson. The high leg kick and the pitch to Chris Davis. 3-9. 3-9. Swing and a miss. It was a mighty swing and it hit nothing but air. That is Paige's fourth strikeout. So 1 out, 2 on. As Davis takes the U-turn back to the dugout. And the first place hitter, shortstop, Jonathan Viller steps to the plate. Viller singled and then was thrown out stealing. He's a switch hitter batting lefty. Double play ball will end this here. The pitch to Viller. 6s across the board. Triple 6s, so that's a 6-12. 6-12. He's a lefty. And that's a walk. Wow. Another walk for Paige. That sends Ruiz to third. Wilkerson to second. And trotting down to first is Jonathan Viller. And there's only 1 out. And Satchel Paige is in a bit of a pickle here. Again, this is my new 2019 Strat set. We got the Strat season, the Negro League Gem teams set, and the 1970s Gem set B, as we already had the A version. Gerald says, Satchel might be too much tonight. Great stuff, Al. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, well, the Orioles have him on the ropes. And Hanser Alberto steps to the plate. He grounded back to Paige. Paige would love that. Would like to turn 2 here. No place to put Alberto. Gibson goes out to have a quick word with Paige. Now back behind the plate. Squats down, sets a target. The pitch to Alberto. Paige fires in a 3-6 righty-righty matchup. 3-6. Hard hit ball to short. Fielding it is Williams. He'll toss to say on to Charleston to first. Double play ends the inning. Satchel Paige pumps his fist. 6-4 to 3. Just like the doctor ordered. And in this case, the doctor is on the mound. His name is Satchel Paige, MD. We go to the top of the 4th, still scoreless, in our barnstorming tour. The 36 Crawfords taking on the 2019 Baltimore Orioles via the Stratomatic Card&Dice time machine. So, Satchel Paige, the Magic Man, pitches out of it. Orioles had a chance there. I misspelled Williams' name. There we go. As Philip Reynolds breathes a sigh of relief in the stands. Due up for the Crawfords, Bankhead, Charleston, and Gibson. John Means is throwing a no-hitter. He has walked 1 and struck out 2. Bankhead popped to short. The pitch from Means to Bankhead. 3-5. Left-handed pitcher. 3-5. That's a walk. That's a walk. Another walk by Means. Bankhead is a C stealer. Oh, I forgot to put Ruiz. Hold on a moment. Let me just go through the cards here. Where is Ruiz? I did not put his arm down. And that's kind of important. Oh, it's not. I'm not. Ruiz is a third baseman. I'm sorry. The catcher is Severino. Severino's a -1. Okay, let's put that. I did have it in there. I was just looking at Ruiz for some stupid reason. Who's the third baseman? So Severino's a -1. And John Means is a -5, so no one's going anywhere. But he's a C stealer, and by the rules I play on, they're holding him on. So Oscar Charleston's going to play hit and run here. He's a C hit and run. He goes to a B hit and run. Here, oh, that's a 10. Hit and run B on a 10. He pops out to second, but they are unable to double up the runner. So a failed hit and run attempt by Oscar Charleston. As Means comes high and tight, Charleston's now 0 for 2. He had prior at bat flew out to center. So he pops out on the failed hit and run. 1 out. Now bring up Josh Gibson. Gibson struck out on a mighty swing. Means peeks to first. Now looks in at Severino. The pitch to Gibson. 5-10 to Josh Gibson. Right-handed batter. 5-10. Ground ball to short. This will be a double play and will end the inning as it goes 6-4 to 3. And the side is retired. So it went Viller to Alberto to Davis. And the no-hitter is still in order. We go to the bottom of the fourth, scoreless here in Baltimore in our barnstorming tour. Due up for the Orioles, Trey Mancini, followed by Nunez and Santander. Mancini was a strikeout victim of Satchel Paige. Paige has struck out 4. He's given up 2 hits, and walked 2. Gibson wiggles the finger, sets the target, the pitch to Trey Mancini. 6-4. Will it close the door? Righty-righty matchup. 6-4. Fly ball to center field. Defense check for Cool Papa Bell. He's a 3. And we rolled a 6-3-6. He cannot get there. It's going to drop in for a single. So Trey Mancini, and let's double check. Cool Papa Bell's a 3. We rolled a 6. Center field 3-6. That's a single. 2 stars, but no one's on base. So Trey Mancini singles. As Cool Papa Bell's weakness is range. So Mancini is at first. They're not holding him on. He's an E stealer. And that will bring up the designated hitter, Renato Nunez. Nunez was a strikeout victim. The high leg kick and the pitch from Satchel Paige to Renato Nunez. 6-7. Righty-righty matchup. 6-7. Swing and a miss! Another K for Satchel Paige. K number 5. Second time he's gotten Nunez. He's 1 away from the hat trick you do not want. So 1 out, 1 on for Anthony Santander. Switch hitting left fielder. Digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Paige works quickly to Santander. 4-4. Close the door. 4. This will be a play for Josh Gibson. Gibson is a 2, and we rolled a 7. So a 2 and a 7 is a pop-up. Gibson goes back towards the stands, up against the screen, and he makes the catch. Nice play by Josh Gibson. As Santander pops out to the catcher. So 2 outs. Mancini will be off on contact. They will hold him on now. So he'll only be a +1, 1 through 12. And the catcher Pedro Severino strides the plate, right-handed batter. He has some pop in that bat. He was a strikeout victim of Paige. Paige quickly nods his head, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Severino. 1-7, 1-7 to Severino. 1-7, fly ball to center. This should end it. Camping and making the catch for the Crawfords is Cool Papa Bell, and the side is retired. The single does not hurt. We're through 4. No score as we go to the top of the 5th. Due up for the Crawfords, Washington, Cool Papa Bell, and Williams. Point of weakness check, because it's modern-day pitching, folks. Point of weakness, the man's throwing a no-hitter, and we have point of weakness check in the 5th. Here's Johnny Washington. He was a strikeout victim by John Means. It is said that Means, under his jersey, is wearing by any John Means necessary. The pitch to Washington. 5-8. Left-handed batter. 5-8. Ground ball to second base. The second baseman is Alberto. He's a 3 defender. And we rolled a 12. A 3 and a 12 will go to an error check. Alberto's error rating's an E8. That's not horrible. That's a 7. He might make an E8 and a 7. I think he makes a play here. And he does. A hard hit ball to second. Alberto fields it, throws to first, and Washington's retired. 4-3. Again, he's an E8. We rolled a 7. Yep, 5 through 11. That would have been a double play ball, but no one's on. The no-hitter continues. Here's Cool Papa Bell, switch hitter batting lefty. Bell was robbed of the only possible hit chance. Well, that's not true. Crutchfield's hit it on the screws twice. He's lined out to second and short. But Cool Papa Bell was robbed of extra bases by Wilkerson in center. Papa Bell chokes up just a little bit on that bat. Severino sets the target. The pitch to Papa Bell. 2-5. 2-5. Left-handed pitcher. 2-5. And a 20. Line shot! A step and a dive by Alberto, and he makes the catch. Unbelievable. 2-5, 1 through 6 would have been a single, but it's a 20. A great play. Second time Cool Papa Bell has been robbed on a fantastic, fabulous defensive web gem by the Orioles. Once by Wilkerson, and now by Alberto. So 2 outs. And John Means just smiles and points at his second baseman. I believe they're all wearing those T-shirts underneath their jerseys. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's Chess Williams. Williams grounded back to Means. Means with a deep breath. The windup and the pitch to Chess Williams. 2-4. Left-handed pitcher, 2-4. Fly ball to right. Mancini's there. He makes the catch. The side is retired. We're still no hit ball by John Means and the Orioles as we go to the bottom of 5th. And he'll stay in there. He's throwing a no-hitter. We're not taking him out. Point of weakness check will start all over again. Due up for the Orioles in the surprising, very good pitching duel, Ruiz, Wilkerson, and Davis to face Satchel Paige. Paige deals quickly to Rio Ruiz, left-handed batter. He walked his first time up. That's a 5-10. 5-10. Strike 3 looking, breaking pitch inside corner. Ruiz cannot believe it, and that is K number 6. For Satchel Paige, Evengi Crosby is at the ballpark. How you doing, Evengi? As he says, it's sad to say I would rather watch the Crawfords instead of the Pirates. I would too. He has a new video up. Please check out his channel and subscribe. He will return the favor. So that's what we call it, networking. Grow the community. Here's Steve Wilkerson. He has singled and made a fabulous play in center to rob Cool Papa Bell. Paige deals to Wilkerson. 6-4. Will it close the door? Switch hitter batting lefty. 6-4. Fly ball to center and Cool Papa Bell. We've already seen his range be putrid. And he's a 3 range and we rolled a 3, that's dropping in. That could be a double here. So center field, 3, single. Another single due to Cool Papa Bell's poor range in center. So Wilkerson is 2 for 2. Wilkerson's at first with 1 out. He's a D-stealer. They will not hold him on. And here comes Chris Davis. Davis struck out. He'd love to give the Orioles a 2-0 lead over Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige steps off the bump, wipes his brow with his cap, now puts it back on. He's back up on his perch, looks in at Gibson. He deals to Chris Davis. 4-7. Lefty, he's a left-handed batter, so I'm correct there. 4-7, and Chris Davis singles! Davis singles 2 stars. Wilkerson goes first to third. Holy cow, Chris Davis makes contact. He hit it quite hard, but it's a line drive single to center. If that had any lift, that could have been a goner. So once again, a 4 left-handed batter. 4-7 is a single, 2 stars. Wilkerson goes first to third. There's only 1 out, and Satchel Paige gets a visit from Josh Gibson. As the top of the order, Jonathan Viller. Viller has singled, was thrown out by Gibson trying to steal second, and walked. Remember, Paige was in a pickle last inning. In the third, but a double play ball got him out of it. Casey Jones is at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful channel, along with our good friends, Sports Time Machine. Another wonderful channel in our community. Please subscribe to all of them, and they will do likewise. As Sergio Diaz says, it would have been interesting had the Pirates integrated their team in the 30s. All right, Viller, switch hitter, batting lefty. First and third, Crawfords will play for 2 to get out of the inning. The pitch from Paige to Villard. 5-7. It's going to be lucky 7 for somebody. A left-handed batter. 5-7. Swing and a miss! So Paige challenged him. A big swing and a miss first time that Viller will not advance to first base. Strikeout number 7 for Satchel Paige. Infield goes back to normal. They're 1 out away from getting out of this first and third jam. And here's a second baseman, Hanson Alberto. He is 0 for 2. He's grounded to Paige and banged into that bases loaded double play that ended the third. Paige, windmill delivery to Alberto. 1-7. 1-7. Righty-righty matchup. 1-7. Single to right! Trotting home from third is Wilkerson, and the Orioles take a surprising 1-0 lead. So Alberto gets some revenge on Paige. Going 90 feet is Chris Davis. He'll stop at second with 2 outs. So first and second, 2 outs, 1-0 Orioles. So the Orioles get 3 singles and get 1 run. And here comes a very dangerous Trey Mancini. DJ John 44 is at the ballpark along with our great friend Todd B. 2 wonderful luminaries. Mancini struck out and singled. He's 1 for 2. Paige peeks over his shoulder. Now picks up the sign from Gibson. The pitch to Trey Mancini. 3-6. Pick up some sticks. Righty-righty matchup. 3-6. Ground ball to short. This will end it. As the side is retired, Mancini grounds out to short, scoring at home 6-3. But the Orioles in the bottom of the 5th give John Means a run. We go to the top of the 6th. If you're just joining us, John Means is throwing a no-hitter. Now he has the lead 1-0. Due up for the Crawfords, Say, Johnson, the top of the order, Crutchfield. Crutchfield's hit the ball freaking hard, but he's lined out to second and short. So here's John Means. Point of weakness check again. Started in the 5th. He got through it 1-2-3. He's throwing a no-hitter. He deals quickly to Say, who walked. 3-10. Left-handed pitcher. 3-10. Fly ball out to right. Mancini goes back a little bit towards the line, makes the catch, one away. No hitter intact. Here comes Judy Johnson. He flew out to left. Means works quickly to Johnson. 6-7. Right-handed batter. 6-7. Line shot right on the screws, but right at Ruiz. 2 down. Unbelievable. The Crawfords have hit the ball hard at times, but they just have no luck. So 2 outs. And here comes Jimmy Cruffield. He knows the sting of hitting the ball hard, lining out twice. Once to second, once to short. Means looking for another 1, 2, 3 inning to keep the no-hitter and shutout, but most importantly, the 1-0 lead intact. Means looks in, quickly nods his head. The pitch to Crutchfield. 1-5, 1-5. Lefty-lefty matchup. 1-5 single, and there goes the no-hitter. So a line shot finally gets through the infield on the lefty-lefty matchup. 1-5. And the tying run is at first in Jimmy Crutchfield as he claps his hands. Crawford bench roaring it up now. The fans here in Baltimore give John Means a standing ovation. Means will continue pitching. 2 outs. Crutchfield at first. That will bring up Sam Bankhead, the left fielder. He has popped to short and walked. Means picks up the sign from Severino. Severino sets a target. Pitch homeward bound to Bankhead. 2-7. Left-handed pitcher. 2-7. Ground ball to short. This will end the inning as snaring it and throwing to Davis is Viller, and the side is retired. The no-hitter is broke up, but the shutout and lead stay intact. We go to the bottom of 6, 1-0 Orioles. Means is going to keep pitching. He's going to keep pitching. We're going to get him through 7, maybe. He's out-dueling the great Satchel Paige. How about that? Due up for the Orioles to face Satchel Paige. Nunez, Santander, and Severino. Renato Nunez has struck out twice. Here's the pitch from Paige to Nunez, who's been his favorite punching bag. 2-5. Righty-righty matchup. 2-5. Swing and a miss. He gets the hat trick you don't want. That's a 3rd time Nunez has gone down via a K. Paige now has 5, 6, 7, 8 Ks for the great Satchel Paige, but he has no run support by the Crawfords. They've only mustered 1 hit. That was a single in the top of the 6th by Crutchfield. So 1 out, no one on for Anthony Santander, switch hitter batting lefty. He has flown to left and popped out to Gibson, the catcher. Paige picks up the sign. He's ready to work. There's the pitch. 2s across the board, 2-4. Right-handed pitcher, 2-4. Strike 3! Breaking pitch, froze him. That is K, number 9 for Satchel Paige. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher. Vote for Pedro Severino. He has struck out and flown to center. Satchel Paige is ready. The high leg kick and the pitch to the Orioles catcher Severino. 4-4. Close the door, Paige is hoping. Righty-righty matchup. 4. This will be a play for Gibson. Gibson, the catcher's a 2. We rolled a 14. A 2 and a 14 is a pop out. It's a pass ball. No one's on base, so it's a pop out on the very next pitch, and the side is retired. Severino pops out to his counterpart, Gibson. He's now 0 for 3. We go to the top of the 7th, still 1-0 Baltimore. The Orioles hanging tough in this barnstorming. Up next, for Satchel Paige and the Crawfords will be the Red Sox. Do you know why? Because they're next. They're the next sheet. we're going to go down. If we get people like to watch it, we'll continue to do it online. If not, I'll just play it offline. Crawfords trail by 1. Means back up on the bump. Point of weakness check once again. He gave up 1 hit, so again, it's got to be 3 hits or a walk. You know, that sort of combination, because it's got to be 4 and 2 innings. But he is pitching marvelously. A 1-hit shutout, 1-0 lead. The pitch to Charleston, left-handed batting first baseman for the Crawfords, who is 0 for 2. 3-6. Lefty. So that's a 3, 6, 9. Boom goes the ball, and Oscar Charleston will touch them all. Means challenge him with a fastball, and Charleston's doing the Charleston around the bases. Bippity boppity boom to the moon, Alice. And we have a 1-1 ball game. 3-6 lefty home run 1 through 16. We rolled a 9. And the Crawfords erupt in the dugout. And so do their fans who traveled here to Baltimore. Only the second hit given up by Means, and it was a home run. We have a tie ball game. It's 1-1. Orioles start some bullpen action. And up in their pen, they have a couple of pitchers. Miguel Castro, who's putrid. Their whole team is pretty much putrid, the pitchers. And Paul Fry, starting to stretch as the closer. Givens, well, he had 11 saves. Whether he's a closer or not, he has the best ERA and most saves. Wow. So that's a 1-1 ball game. Means is going to stay in there. Can they go back-to-back jacks? Here's Josh Gibson. Michael Terranova's at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? The pitch to the Josh Gibson. Another Sultan swat. 4-4. Right-handed batter. 4-4. Boom goes the ball. Back-to-back jacks. And it is 2-1. Josh Gibson with a mighty blow that nearly goes out of the ballpark as he trots around the bases on a bippity-boppity boom to the moon, Alice, to the moon. As that is a 4-4 off the John Means card against right-handed batters. I just foobarred that. What the hell did I look at? Oh, I looked at his one column. I got excited there. I went, what did I say? I probably said 1-4. It is a 4-4. So a 4-4 is a play for the catcher. No, I probably said 4-5. That's what I probably said. Because 4-5 is the home run split. But it's a 4-4. My faux pas. The ball is called foul. The play's been under review. It is foul. And on the next pitch, it's a play for the catcher. And it's going to be Severino. So a 4-4. This is why I check. This is why I check, people. This is why I check. 4-4 is a play for Severino. Severino is a 3 defender and a 12. A 3 and a 12 goes to an error check. Still 1-0. They've declared that ball was hit foul. So an error check. Severino is an E4. That's a 7. It's a number in front of the plate. Severino picks it up, throws Josh Gibson out. Gibson and the Crawfords dugout still complaining. They felt it was a fair ball, but they're saying it was foul. So Gibson is out 2-3 after a lot of controversy on that deep fly ball. Hit just what they're saying is he crushed it. They thought it was inside the foul pole. It is not. So 1 out, 1-1 ball game. If you're just joining us, as Gerald says, almost raining long balls. I know what I did. I know exactly what I did. It was a 4-4. Obviously, I had to re-roll this. And what I did was, it went off the Means card. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if you guys can see this. A lot of anyway. 4-4. catcher, I went 4-5, see? So, anyway, that happens sometimes. I apologize for that. As Sergio says, boo, no instant replay. I agree. I was more excited with my home run call, but that's why I double check. So 1 out, 1-1 ball game. There'll be the designated hitter as Josh Gibson. You're not batting again. Johnny Washington. The pitch from Means to Washington. 5-8. Lefty-lefty matchup. 5-8. Ground ball to second. The second baseman is Alberto. He's a 3 defender. We roll to 14. 3 and 14. Time machine, Philip. Time machine. There is replay. 3 defender. 14 on the roll. Alberto. 3-14. He makes the play charging in. He throws quickly, and they get Washington by a step. Second time, Washington's grounded out to Alberto. He's now 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. 2 outs, bases empty, 1-1 ball game. Here comes Cool Papa Bell. He has been robbed on a great play by the center fielder Wilkinson for at least a double, and then at least a single on a line drive, a step and a dive by Alberto. The pitch to Cool Papa Bell from John Means. 2-3, what will it be? Left-handed pitcher, 2-3, single to right. He finally gets a hit. So that's 3. 1 more, and it's point of weakness for Means. Because 4 hits, combination of hits or walks in 2 innings. And Means is pitched spectacular. Only has 5 innings. Well, the 5th inning you start point of weakness check, but we're going to try to get him through this inning. And here's Chest Williams, 1-1 ball game. Papa Bell will be held on. He's a B stealer. The pitch to Chest Williams, 3-11. Crawford's trying to take the lead here. Left-handed pitcher, 3-11, single to left. Single to left. So 2 outs, that's a single to left. +1. 1 through 17. The left fielder, all the outfielders for the Orioles are neutral arms. Cool. Papa Bell's going to try to go to first, to third, and a ball hit the left, and he just gets in there. It's a 16. It was a close play, a good, accurate throw by Santander, but Papa Bell slides in safely. It's first and third, and that's it, because that's point of weakness. That is it for John Means. He goes 6 2/3. He did give up the homer, though. That tied the game, 1-1 by Charleston. He's responsible for Bell at third and Williams at first. And here comes the Punch and Judy second baseman, Say. And we really don't have anyone on the bench who can hit. Well, we can't go to the closer because he only pitches 1 inning, though he's the best option. And it's a barnstorming, so we can play differently. Miguel Castro, oh my God, 4.66, 2 saves. Say's a righty, Castro's a righty. They're going to go to Michael Givens right now because this is the big part of the game, and righties really don't get much of off him, though he does give up a couple of long ball splits on the 6. Do we go to Miguel Castro? They're going to go with Michael Givens. They're going to play it. We're going to play it a little differently. We're going to go to their best reliever right now because it's first and third. This is the important time of the game. So Michael Givens will come in. And as he has his warm-up tosses, we'll give you his numbers. 2 wins, 6 losses, 4.57 earned run average. He had 11 saves. That's who we're going with, Michael Givens. So Givens comes in. And he's going to face Say. We could pinch hit, but then we lose our DH because we got to put him to play second. We don't have many players on the Negro League teams. Let me just see if there's someone worth pinching. Not really. You know, they're just... Pete Quinlan. He only had 31 at-bats, but he batted .290. Oh! We got Daniel Wilson. He's a 5 at second. Oh, that's bad. What's his error rating, though? Oh, E44. Ooh. Pete Quinlan. Daniel Wilson, is he a lefty? He's a switch hitter. You know, if we get the 2 column, it's pretty good for Dick Say. And I can't... our defense would be so atrocious at second. I can't do it. It would be horrendous. All right, so Say has an opportunity to give the Crawfords the lead here after they tied it up. Means is gone. His no-hitter's gone. The shutout's gone. His chance of victory gone here in the top of the 7th. First and third, 2 outs. Here's Say. He walked off Means and flew to Trey Mancini in right. He now faces the right-handed throwing Michael Givens. Severino goes through the side, sets the target, the pitch to Dick Say. 4-8. 4-8. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Givens pumps his fist. It wouldn't have mattered who we brought in. That is a K. But the Crawfords tie it. It's now 1-1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. What a ball game to start off our barnstorming tour. Hope everyone's enjoying the ball game and their Saturday evening. You can't steal home with a slow freaking runner, Phillip. The guy at third is Bell. Okay? He's not, you know, you hear about Cool Papa Bell. He's a B stealer. You want to know how to steal? Here, let's give you a B stealer stealing home. Being held on and all that nonsense or whatever. Even if he's not held on. 1 through 5. I don't think so. Not doing it. Not doing it. Have you ever seen me roll the 20-sided die in a steal attempt, Phillip? Here we go. Bottom of the 7th, 1-1 ball game. Satchel Paige still on the mound. He'll face the bottom third, Ruiz, Wilkerson, and Davis. The pitch to the left-handed batting, Rio Ruiz. 3-7. Right-handed pitcher. 3-7. And a 19. That's a single to center. A 1 or a 2 would have been a double. That's a single. Satchel Paige's point of weakness does not start until the 8th. Ruiz, second time he's been on, he walked, struck out, and now he's singled. Go ahead, run at first. Dave Little at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. Now bring up Steve Wilkerson. We don't bunt with the Orioles because they really don't do it. Switch hitter batting lefty. Paige looking for that double play ball. Wilkerson is 2 for 2, and he scored the only run when the Orioles, in the 5th, put together 3 singles to knock in their 1 run. The pitch to Steve Wilkerson from Satchel Paige. 4-7. Left-handed batter. 4-7. That's a single. 2 stars. And Ruiz will go first to third. Oh, boy. Paige is in trouble again. And Wilkerson is 3 for 3. To say that he's been a thorn in Satchel Paige's tuchus is to tread mildly, to say it mildly. And here's Chris Davis. Davis has struck out and singled. First and third, no outs, infield in. The pitch to Davis, 1-10 from Paige. 1-10. Son of a gun. That's all right. Double play. Nuts. Infield in, ground ball A. Runner on third holds. All runners advance 1 base. So it'll be second and third now. Because if we had a double play, the run would have scored. The run would have scored, so we had to do that. So he moves to second. As that goes, Davis is out 6-3. What'd I say? 110? 110. Yep, 6-3. So infield in, a hard hit ball to the shortstop, Williams, who looks everyone back and throws to first. One out, second and third, top of the order, Jonathan Viller. Viller has singled, walked, and struck out. Infield in again, the pitch from Paige to Viller. He's got to come up big against Satchel. 3-6, pick up some sticks. Right-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher, excuse me. 3, 6, 10, fly ball, left field, B. That's going to be deep enough. It was a split. 3, 6 against a righty. Double 1 through 6. We rolled a 10. It's a fly ball B. Fly ball B. Runner on third scores. 2-1. The Orioles come right back. And again, it's the bottom of the order. Ruiz trots in from third on the deep fly ball to left. Viller gets an RBI, 2-1. And that gets Means off the hook and possibly can make Michael Givens a winner. 2 outs. Wilkerson still at second. And Paige still could be a tough luck loser. Now bring up the second baseman, Alberto. Alberto has grounded the pitcher, banged into a double play, and knocked in the first run for the Orioles on a single. Paige peeks over his shoulder. They're holding Wilkerson close. The pitch to Hanser Alberto, 1-5. Righty-righty matchup, 1-5, 18, single, 2 stars. Wilkerson scores from second. They have now gotten through for another run. And Alberto's knocked in his second run. So that was a 1-5 right-handed pitcher. 1-5, double 1 through 6. We rolled an 18. That's a single, 2 stars. As the ball's cut off in the infield. And Alberto knocks in his second run as he's now 2 for 4. And it's 3-1. So after the Crawfords tie it, the Orioles come back with a vengeance. Gerald says, who would have thought the Orioles? And here's Trey Mancini. Mancini has struck out, singled, and grounded to short. Paige hoping that he's the third victim in this inning, as now the Crawfords are down 2. The high leg kick and the pitch to Trey Mancini, 1-7. Right-handed pitcher, 1-7. Swing and a miss! The side is retired, but the Orioles retake the lead on a plethora of singles and a sac fly. They get 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. They now lead 3-1 as we go to the top of the 8th. So, Michael Givens has pitched to 1 batter. He can pitch to 2 more batters, and then point of weakness check will start. Judy Johnson comes to the plate. Number 9 hitter will be followed by Crutchfield and Bankhead. In the top of the 8th, and the Crawfords trail by 2. The pitch to Judy Johnson from Givens. 5-4. Right-handed batter. 5-4. This will be a play for the catcher. Severino's a 3. And we rolled a 4. That's usually not too bueno. 3-4. Wild pitch. No one's on. Next pitch. Popped up sky high in front of the plate. Ruiz tosses the mask aside and makes the catch. 1 down. Top of the order. Crawfords have to do it here. Crawfords have to do it here. Maybe Phillip was right. I should have probably tried to stall home 1 through 5. Let's see for ha-has. Now, I know it doesn't matter now. 3. 13. 18. 2. All right. Maybe I should have tried it. Because they wouldn't be holding the runner on at third, so. Well, if we get an opportunity, we'll try it next time. But I'm horrible at rolling at those things. Here's Jimmy Crutchfield. Hit the ball hard all 3 times, only a single to show for it. The pitch from Givens to Crutchfield, 6-2. How do you do? Left-handed batter, 6-2. Fly ball left field. It's a defense check for Santander. He's a 3 and a 9. A 3 and a 9 goes to an error check. His error rating in left Santander is an E4. That's a 6. I don't know about that one. So an E4 and a 6. And he makes the snow cone catch. 5 through 10. Fly ball B. 2 down. Good play by Santander. Point of weakness check starts now. As he's faced 3 batters, which would be an inning. Those are 3 outs, so point of weakness check starts. Sam Bankhead. Bankhead has popped out, and grounded to short. The pitch from Givens to Bankhead. 5-8. Righty-righty matchup. 5-8. Ground ball to second base. Alberto's a 3, and that's a 16. 3-16 on the range. 3-16. Alberto has it. Throws to Davis, and the side is retired. 4-3. Crawfords will have 3 more outs to try to tie or win this game. Go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-1. The 2019 Orioles over the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords and Satchel Paige. Now, we're not going to keep Givens in the game because they wouldn't let him pitch 2 innings, most likely. So we're going to go to Miguel Castro. So the Crawfords will have a decent shot here because we will bring in, and I'm going to bring in Miguel Castro. I'm going to play it the way they play horrible baseball when it comes to pitching. I still love baseball. So, and we're going to go to our 3rd color. We're going to go to blue. So, means, I forgot to write what I wrote it up in Satchel Paige's thing. Dummy. Means went 6 2/3. Givens went an inning and a third. Means gave up 1 run. It was earned. And we're going to have Castro try to close it out for the Orioles. We'll play the way they play. If it was me, I'd keep Givens in there, but we're going to play the way they play. And Paige has to keep it a 2-run deficit here. So Bankhead made the last out. Charleston leads off the next inning, as Philip asks. He's been in the game. Batting 3rd, playing 1st, Philip. Nunez has struck out 3 times against Paige. Satchel Paige, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts. Teresa has just informed me she got a 95 on her online quiz. Pharmacology. Yay! Anyone want some drugs? All right. Here's. What do you mean? What if someone needs some pharmaceuticals?
They can go to their doctor.
Oh, you gotta go to your doctors, guys. And gals, if I have any female fans watching. All right. Here's the pitch of Trey Mancini from Satchel Paige trying to keep it a 2-run deficit, as that was a station informational break. 3-6. 3-6 off the Mancini card. 3-6. Strikeout number 11. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Mancini struck out last inning. Nunez leads off this inning. So 3-6. Let's see if he gets a. Let's see if Renato. 3, 6, 1. He gets a hit. He gets off the schneid. 1 through 4. I like the strikeout better, God. Fudge knocker. Is a single. We rolled a 1. So that's a single. And again, point of weakness check now. The Crawfords have Leroy Matlock warming in the pen. Here's Anthony Santander. He is 0 for 3. Fly out to left, pop out to the catcher, and a strikeout. The pitch to the Oriole left fielder from Satchel Paige, 1-10. Switch hitter batting lefty, but right-handed pitcher, 1-10. When we roll to 12. 1-10. Boom goes the ball! And the Orioles have extended the lead to 5-1 on the 2-run homer by Anthony Santander. And that's it for Satchel Paige. He has been KO'd in the bottom of the 8th. 1-10 against a right-handed pitcher. 1-10. Home run 1 through 17. We rolled to 12. And that's it for Satchel Paige. He was roughed up. And he struck out 10. A 2-run homer by Santander. And Paige gives up 5 in 7 innings. And they're all earned. Struck out 10. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He struck out 10. But gives up 5 runs. It's now 5-1. And here comes... Yeah, Philip, you're right. That is an ouch. Here comes Leroy Matlock. 20-5 with 1 save, 3.79 earned run average. He'll be the guy who usually always comes in because it's barnstorming. And Gerald says, Satch can't believe it. No, Satch pitched a little bit like Satch from the Barry Boys. 10 strikeouts. It's wow. I was hoping better. I like Satchel Paige a lot. All right, so let's get the reliever in. We're going to go with, we'll go red. So Satchel Paige turns the ball over to Leroy Matlock. And he can go for 3 innings. He just has to get through this inning. They're down 4 now. It's 5-1. Let's make sure we have the right people up. It's Severino. Man, we needed that strikeout, but unfortunately it was the Mancini card, and he had already struck out in the prior inning. All right, so it's Severino to face Matlock. He has a quick word with Gibson. Gibson back behind the plate. The pitch to Pedro Severino. He's looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. That was all against Paige. That's a 5-9. And Matlock is a lefty. Right-handed batter. 5-9. Ground ball to short. That's going to be out number 1. As Williams throws to Charleston. 1 down. So the barnstorming tour doesn't look like it's starting off too well for Satchel Paige and the 36th Crawford. The pitch to Rio Ruiz, third baseman. He's 1 for 2. He's walked, singled, and scored and struck out. That is a 6-5 to Rio. Lefty-lefty matchup. 6-5. Oh, my Lord. But he has weak power. He has weak power, so it's a single. 1 through 13 would have been a homer. He would have been better off rolling... he rolled a 7. Had he rolled a 14, it would have been a double. So weak power is a single. Lefty, weak power, single. So we avoid a homer there. That's a single. As the Orioles, they want revenge here. John Means predicted this. We didn't believe it, though he printed up shirts. Looking for a double play ball to end it, but here comes Wilkerson. He's 3 for 3, 3 singles, and he scored twice. Switch hitter now batting righty off the left-handed throwing Leroy Matlock. The leg kick and the pitch from Matlock. I think I said Matlack by accident. Matlock. 5-5. Will Wilkerson stay alive? Righty. 5-5. Fly ball right field. That'll be out number 2. Retreating back to first is Ruiz. So 2 outs. Ruiz will be off on contact. They'll hold him close. He'll be only a +1, 1 through 13. Chris Davis. Davis has struck out, singled, and grounded to short. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Davis. He's going to go down with a big swing and a whiff. We probably should have pinch hit for him, but they're up. And he's actually the best defensive first baseman they have. So that's a 5-6 Lefty, lefty. It's going to go off the pitcher card. 5-6. Fly ball deep to right, but not deep enough at the wall. Making the catch is Crutchfield. And the side is retired, but another bippity-boppity boom by the Orioles. A 2-run homer by Santander now makes it a 5-1 ball game as we go to the top of the ninth. And Miguel Castro no longer in a save situation. So Givens in line for the win there. They brought him in, and he did his job in that tough situation. And do we need to make any defensive changes? Now, we really don't have any better defenders on the Orioles. We'll put the best team on the field, basically. And here's Miguel Castro. And again, I'll give you his numbers real quick. 1 win, 3 losses, 4.66, 2 saves. Through 73 innings, struck out 71, walked 41, gave up 10 gopher balls. The 36 Pittsburgh Crawfords need 4 to tie, and more than that to take the lead. Castro's a righty. He'll face Oscar Charleston. Charleston's knocked in the only run with a solo blast back in the 7th when he tied the ball game. The pitch to Charleston. Will he do the Charleston once again around the bases? 1-10. Right-handed pitcher. 1-10. Slowly hit ball to second. Alberto charges it. Flips quickly to first, and they get Charleston by a step. The Orioles 2 outs away from a victory here. They're up 5-1. Here's Josh Gibson. Gibson is 0 for 3, a strikeout, a double play, and a nubber in front of the plate. The pitch to Gibson. It's a mighty swing by Josh Gibson. 4-5. Righty-righty matchup. 4-5. Swing and a miss. Gibson goes down via the K. Second time. The Orioles, everyone bet against them. 1 out away from winning. 5-1. This is a shocker to start out. And next up on the Barnstorm Tour is going to be the Red Sox, and it'll be Eddie Rodriguez pitching for the Red Sox against Satchel Paige. Here's the last hope to keep things alive. Johnny Washington, left-hand batting, DH. He has struck out, grounded out twice to second. Miguel Castro picks up the sign. At the plate, Severino sets a target. The pitch to Johnny Washington. Will the game continue? It's a 6-11. Lefty, 6-11. Fly ball to center field. Wilkerson camping. He makes the catch. 6-11. Yep. Ball game over. The Orioles shock the 36 Crawfords. Unbelievable. The 2019 Baltimore Orioles beat Satchel Paige and the 1936 Crawford. We used our new cards that came in from Stratomatic. 5-1 as the Crawfords go down 1-2-3 in the ninth. They only mustered 1 run. The Charleston solo blast in the top of the 7th. Means had a no-hitter going until 2 outs in the 6th when Crutchfield broke it up with a single. So Satchel Paige will take the loss. Unfortunately, Means gets the win. Givens came in. He came in that crucial situation where they had first and third, 2 outs, and he struck out Say when we decided to stick with it. It didn't matter. We rolled off of his card. So Givens gets the hold, and Castro gets nothing. Do you get a hold? I guess you would get a hold. So Castro pitches the last inning. (5-1). Satchel Paige loses in his first barnstorming game. As Dave Lewis says, a shocker indeed. Bleacher Gum, our good friend Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming has just joined us. How you doing? Check out that wonderful channel. Welterweight set coming out soon for Glory Days Boxing. Looking forward to that. We'll have a little more Glory Days Boxing on the channel. So, and he's surprised. Brian Gorman, how you doing? He won the drawing on Bleacher Bums Gaming's channel. He got 3 years of Strat. As he's saying hello to everyone. Well, I appreciate everyone who joined us. Once again, the Crawfords lose. Satchel Paige takes the loss. The 2019 Orioles win. The 2019 Orioles beat the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords 5-1. Homers by Santander. That was a 2-run homer that iced the game away. Other than that, the bottom of the order, lots of singles. Wilkerson had 3 singles, scored twice. Davis singled to move the conga line around. Ruiz had a single. Alberto had 2 singles, knocking in 2 runs. And you had a sac fly by Viller. Those are 3 runs there. And then again, the 2-run homer by Santander that iced it in the bottom of the 8th. So the Crawfords tied it in the top of the 7th on the solo blast by Charleston. 1-1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Orioles get 2. And then 2 more in the 8th. 5-1. They win. Winning pitcher John Means. Remember those shirts? By any John Means necessary? They're selling like hotcakes, folks. Givens came in, first and third, 2 outs. He struck out. Second baseman Say. We debated whether to pinch hit. We probably should have. We're probably going to do it in our next game if we have to. But then who do we bring in to play second? They're horrible defensively. But we probably should. It didn't matter. Again, we rolled. It was a strikeout on the Givens card. And Castro got 3 outs in the 9th. That's it. 5-1. Orioles of 2019 over the 1936 Pittsburgh Crawfords. Satchel Paige takes the loss. John Means gets the win. I'm enjoying these sets. And next up for Satchel Paige and the Crawfords are the Boston Red Sox. That's how I'm ripping the cards apart. That makes me rip the cards because I'm horrible. I hate ripping cards. I'll sit there and I'll rip a game, like a team. I'll just flip through it and I want this team and I rip that team. But I'm going to rip all the cards, put them together. So anyhow. That's it. Thank you very much. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. I'll probably be back on streaming in a little bit. If not, enjoy someone else's stream. Or just enjoy whatever games you choose to play. Enjoy your loved ones. Till next time, I love you all. Peace! Orioles shock the Crawfords. 2019 Orioles 5. 1936 Crawfords 1. Means gets the win for the O's. Satchel